Traditional PR is supposedly dead, but what if the real revolution isn't about algorithms or influencers? It's about turning ordinary people into icons in just 30 days.
What's fascinating about this Rita Valente story, she's completely flipping the script on how visibility works in media. The way she guarantees magazine covers for anyone, that's pretty revolutionary.
Well, what really strikes me is her background. Going from international DJ with Playboy covers to losing everything, then rebuilding herself into this powerhouse who's disrupting the entire PR industry.
Let me ask you something. What makes her 30-day guarantee actually believable? That's an incredibly bold claim.
Here's what gives it credibility. She's lived both sides of the fame equation. When she talks about going from touring 54 countries to complete invisibility, you can tell she's discovered something about how the system really works.
The way she describes her method is pretty fascinating, too. This whole concept of story extraction rather than just blasting press releases.
Right. And that's exactly what sets her apart. How traditional PR firms might send the same press release to 400 outlets? She's doing something completely different, diving deep into people's authentic stories, their scars, their real experiences.
Speaking of scars, her take on vulnerability is exactly what makes this so different from typical personal branding.
Well, that's what I find most compelling. She's not just helping people get media attention, she's helping them transform how they see themselves. When she says fame is fragile, iconic is permanent, that really hits home.
And you can tell this isn't just theory. She's got that Times Square project coming up on October 12th, putting her whole methodology on display.
hmm And what's really interesting is how she's built this whole alternative system. The wolf pack, as she calls it, started with women over 40 who felt invisible, but now it's expanded to include people from every background imaginable.
That Rawlings cowboy hat and boots aesthetic she's created, it's like this perfect visual representation of her whole outlaw approach to media.
What's fascinating, she's essentially democratizing visibility. She's saying you don't need a million followers or celebrity status to deserve recognition. You just need a real story.
The timing of all this feels really significant, doesn't it? Especially with traditional media struggling and social media feeling increasingly artificial.
Well, that's exactly it. She's offering something more sustainable than viral moments or algorithm tricks. When she talks about legacy over fame, she's really onto something bigger.
Oh, and the way she handles criticism about vanity is pretty brilliant. Vanity is fake followers. Vanity is being famous and broke.
So here's what I think makes this truly revolutionary. She's not just selling visibility, she's creating proof. Proof that you existed, proof that your story mattered, proof for your children and clients and peers.
The Netflix deals and documentaries she's planning could really amplify this whole movement.
And that's what makes the story so powerful. She's essentially building an alternative power structure. She's not asking permission from traditional gatekeepers. She's creating her own system.
Well, looking at her track record and methodology, it seems she might actually pull it off.
What's going to be really interesting to watch, how this Times Square moment plays out. It's either going to be this incredible validation of her method or,
But even if it doesn't work exactly as planned, you get the feeling she'd turn that into part of her story too.
that's precisely what makes her approach so different. She's not promising perfection, she's promising authenticity. And in today's world, that might be exactly what people are hungry for.